Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. So happy that you're here today and you clicked on this video. If you're not subscribed yet, definitely hit the subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. So in today's video, we are doing a second trimester recap, which is so crazy because I literally can't believe I'm in the last trimester. I'm currently in my third trimester, and that is just so crazy. This pregnancy has honestly just flown by. Like, it just flew by so fast. I can't believe in just 3 months we're going to meet our little baby, and it's just, I don't know, I'm so excited, nervous, and all the things. But I did do a first trimester recap, so if you haven't watched that or if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. I do have that up. So since I did a first trimester, I thought I would do a second trimester one, tell you guys all the things that were going on in my second trimester, all the symptoms, all the things. I mentioned this actually in my first trimester recap, that on my phone I literally write down every single thing that happens. I write down the week and the date and just like anything that happens or throughout the day or whatever. I always like write it down, and it's actually really cool to look back. Even right now, looking back to like first trimester stuff or even second trimester stuff, is really cool to see what was happening, what was going on. Yeah, so I'm probably just gonna go by the weeks and just kind of see what was going on and stuff like that. So I guess I'll start with week 13. I would say the first thing that was going on in the second trimester was I literally thought that after the first trimester, all the morning sickness is just gonna go away. Everyone says, oh, like just wait till your first trimester ends, you're gonna feel so much better, this and that. For me, it was not the case. I was actually really sick until about 18 weeks, I would say. Like 18, 19, 20 weeks was when I actually started to feel a lot better. So like the first half of even the second trimester, I was still pretty sick, and a lot of it was like not even in the morning. It was also like during the day, where like a lot of the times I would even throw up from food that I would eat and stuff like that. So it really sucked. Yeah, so that was not really fun. I was still pretty sick, you know, in the mornings. I'd still be nauseous. I'd still be eating my Prego pops and stuff. And yeah, I was just still really sick. I was still throwing up and stuff, which that's not something I was like really expecting. I literally thought like first trimester, all that should be going away. And everyone says like, oh, second trimester is like the best, you know, part of your pregnancy because you're not really sick anymore and you're like not too big either. Like it's like the time where like you almost like don't even feel that you're pregnant, but you are. But I did have that towards the last of my second trimester, but in the beginning of the second trimester I was still really sick. I still felt pregnant. It was almost like I was still in my first trimester, so that kind of sucked. But it's okay, it's over now. Hopefully it won't come back. I was just throwing up a lot. Like I don't know what it was, but that's just how it was for me. So that was like week 13 to like 15, and then starting week 16, I started to actually feel some lower stomach pain. So I feel like it was everything stretching, baby growing, and stuff like that. So in my lower stomach, it literally just felt like something like really stretching, and it would just be like super painful. Like I don't know what it was, but like I just started to get just like lower stomach pain. And then also in week 16, I started to feel like my belly kind of itching. It wasn't too bad. Like I never had where it was like seriously so itchy or whatever, but I did notice, especially like towards the end of the day, I'd kind of feel like, oh no, not in the end of the day, it was actually in the mornings. Nothing too crazy or anything. Like I was never like seriously itching my stomach. It just kind of felt like kind of itchy. So I hope that makes sense. That's another week where I felt felt like my belly was starting to feel a little bit more firm. It wasn't like as soft anymore. I started to definitely feel that it's like becoming a little bit more harder, a little more firm. Like it wasn't like super hard, but like you can tell like when you would like press my stomach, like you can tell that there's like a baby in there, you know, kind of. So that's another week that I started to notice that I definitely have like a baby bump. I can't believe it took so long for me to notice like an actual bump. Yuri was always like so upset. He'd always be like, why don't you have a baby bump yet, or whatever, you know. I don't know, I just like didn't have like a visible baby bump until like week 16. So, and it was also like on the bottom of my stomach. It wasn't like, you know, like right here or anything. It was like literally like down here. It's like little bumps, so that was really cute. Towards the end of the week 16, beginning of week 17, I started to get dreams. It's so funny because I normally do get dreams here and there, but it wasn't like too often. But it was funny because week 16, I had a dream that we're having a gender reveal and everything was pink. Like we're having a girl and this and that. Like I straight up, I woke up and I thought we were having a girl. It's so funny. And then literally like 2 or 3 days later, I have a dream that it's a boy. Like I'm looking at the ultrasound, I'm like at the ultrasound tech, like ultrasound place, and I'm looking at the pictures and they're like telling me like, yeah, it's a boy. Like they're like showing me everything, and I was so upset that they were telling me that it's a boy because I like wanted to be surprised. Like I didn't want to know. But anyways, that was like a funny dream that I had. And then literally, and then like a week or 2 later, I had another dream that it was a girl. So I was like having a lot of like gender dreams. So that was pretty funny. Also, I did experience some bloating as well towards the end of the week 17. I just like felt like super bloated and like almost like constipated as well, and that was a little bit rough, but it didn't last too long either. It'd be like a day or something. So I also had that. When I was 18 weeks, I was actually pretty sick. I don't know what it was. I was like fevering. I had a cough. I don't know. I think there was something definitely going around. It was during Christmas and New Year's time when everybody, literally the whole world was getting sick. I'm not even kidding. But everybody was getting sick during that time, and I got sick. And I think the worst part about being sick and being pregnant at the same time is that you literally can't take anything. Like you can't take Advil, you can't take Dayquil or NyQuil or whatever. I know you can take Tylenol, but I was like just pushing through. I like really did not want to take anything. Like I really was like, I'm not taking any medicine or anything. That was so hard. I was like literally, I had really bad body aches. I had a fever and I was just laying in bed, and it was just pretty rough. But you know, that went away, and thank God it did, and it didn't last too long either, so that was good. So week 19, we were actually in Portland during that time, and that's actually when my heartburn started. So that whole entire week, I don't know what it was, but literally every single night I would get a heartburn, and it was sometimes so unbearable. Like I would literally have to take Tums. It was just so bad. Like I literally couldn't lay down to go to sleep because, you know, when you lay down and you have heartburn, not the best combination. So I was like sitting upright. I was like laying upright most of the time to sleep. Like it was, I don't know what it was, but it sucked. Like I was like, dang, whoever gets heartburn like on a daily basis or whatever, this sucks. because it's just like super painful and it's like feels like right here, and I don't know, that's actually something I'm experiencing a lot right now, like being in my third trimester. But week 19 specifically was like the week that I was just like having a lot of it. And the funny thing is that on my pregnancy app, I use the Pregnancy Plus app, which I actually really love that app. I love the app because it tells you everything that's going on in your body and with the baby and everything like that every week. So I looked at week 19 and it was saying that during that week, like your baby's hair starts growing and all that stuff, and they say like when your baby's hair is growing, you have a lot of heartburn. So funny that it was like literally to the dot. That whole week when baby's hair was growing, I guess I was having a lot of heartburn. Then the last day or so of my week 19, I felt like little flutters of butterflies in my stomach, which was super exciting. I felt like a little butterfly or something like moving around in my stomach almost. So that was definitely like an exciting moment. And then when the first day that I turned 20 weeks, I felt like a kick. It was super small. It was like probably something like that, but yeah, it was really small kick, but I felt it and it was just like the most exciting thing ever. I feel like that's when things start to feel a little bit more real. You literally feel like a baby inside of your stomach kicking, so that was really cool. I usually would never feel baby kicking throughout the day, but I would always feel it at night, like before bed. So whenever I would lay down before bed, I'd always like feel like the kicks and stuff, so that was really sweet. Also in my week 20, I had a day where I was just feeling not myself. I had crazy bad stomach pain. It was just like so unbearable that like I literally couldn't walk. I had to leave work early. I had to just go home, lay down in bed. It was just not a fun day. I don't know what was happening, but like my stomach was just hurting so bad. It was like so bad. Like I said, like I literally couldn't walk. So just laid in bed that whole day. And then also we had the anatomy scan at 20 weeks, which was really fun. Got to get the envelope for the gender reveal because we knew we were gonna find out the gender of the baby really soon. And then week 21 is actually when we had our gender reveal. We found out that we were having a boy, which was so exciting. It was such a special, amazing day. I loved that day. Like I wish I could relive that day again. I just love that feeling of like doing the poppers and like finding out who you're having. I literally think it's like the most exciting thing ever. But yeah, so we had our gender reveal. I do have a video of our gender reveal up on my channel as well, so if you want to check that out, definitely do. Another thing that happened at 21 weeks was I did actually see the baby moving for the first time. So I was like laying, I think it was like before bed. I was laying in bed and I was just looking at my stomach and I could just like see like my stomach moving. So that was kind of interesting. At week 22, not much was really going on. I was just like really sick. I actually threw up and all that stuff. So I was like, I would say I was really sick till like 18 weeks, but I was like still throwing up like once in a while. So week 22 I threw up, so it's like, I don't know, it's like here and there, you know. Week 23, that's when I really did feel like baby moving a lot. So like even throughout the day I would kind of start feeling it moving, so that was like really cool. Also at 23 weeks I noticed that my belly button was changing. Like it looked so different. It looked like very like flat if that makes any sense, but yeah, it's just like so interesting how everything is just changing and everything like that. So yeah, that was really interesting. Another thing that started to happen at 23 weeks was I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would get really bad muscle spasms in my legs. So I would literally wake up in the middle of the night and the pain was so bad. Like I would literally have to get up and like stand on my feet for it to like go away. And that would happen like quite often. It would happen here and there and stuff. So that was kind of annoying, but I still get it sometimes even now. But that is definitely something that started in the second trimester, where like I started to feel my legs getting like muscle spasms and stuff. At week 24 is when we went on our vacation, which was super exciting. I do have also a vlog about that up on my channel as well, but yeah, we went to Cancun to do our little baby moon, I guess. It was the last vacation, just the two of us, and that was like really special. So yeah, we were on vacation during that time, and right before we left, I actually weighed myself just because I was like curious how much weight I have gained. And at that point, I gained 10 pounds. So that was like kind of crazy to see that like within just a couple months you gain like 10 pounds, you know? I like honestly don't really have any like feeling about that. Like I know a lot of women feel very discouraged and like stuff like that, like that they're gaining weight and stuff. But like for me, I know that I'm literally growing a human inside of me, and there's nothing I can do. Like I'm trying the best I can to be healthy, but at the same time, like I'm just trying to survive, you know? Half the time, if something does not look good to me, or if I don't want to eat it, I'm not going to eat it because I know I can easily throw up from it. So I'm just eating whatever I know is gonna make me feel okay and not make me like super sick or anything. So at week 25, we were actually still on our vacation, and me and Yuri actually decided the name of our baby there. So that's actually really cool that we like finally made our final decision in Mexico on our baby name. We're probably only gonna share our baby name when the baby is born. I don't know, I just feel like I'd be too nervous to just share it before, just in case I like change my mind or something. Like I don't know, I don't really think that I will change my mind, but I don't know. Just to be safe, we're gonna be sharing the name, you know, when the baby is born. And also that week was the week that Yuri saw the baby moving for the first time at week 25, which was really exciting, because like during all this time, these weeks that baby was moving, baby's kicking, I felt it and stuff, but like he couldn't. So it would make him so upset. He was like, this is so lame, I can't like see it or like feel it or anything. So that's the first time where he like literally saw like my stomach moving. So that was pretty cool. Week 26 was actually the very first time that somebody, a stranger, asked me how far along I am. So I was like, whoa, like, okay, I guess I'm definitely visible to other people now. You know, so that was pretty funny. I had to like write that down because I was like, wow, I guess I'm definitely noticeable that I'm pregnant to other people, which is pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, that was pretty funny. And then also towards the end of week 26 is when I started to feel a lot more pain in my body. Like I was just feeling a lot more pain, especially at night. Like I don't know what it is about, like maybe it's like the way that I'm sleeping or what it was, but I started to sleep so bad. Like I would get like pains in between my legs, I'd have like on my back, on my hips, everything like just started to like really hurt. Yeah, I was just like kind of sleeping pretty bad, and so like during the day I would be like really tired, so I'd start napping a lot more. And yeah, so that is what happened during week 26, and I think that I will end the second trimester with week 26, just because I think starting from week 27 is the third trimester. So I will definitely be doing a third trimester recap once the baby's here, I guess. Definitely stay tuned for that. But that is it for the second trimester recap. Second trimester was, I can see why people always say second trimester is like the best time of your pregnancy, because it definitely was, like especially towards the last half of the second trimester. I felt so good, and I was just like almost like didn't feel like I was pregnant sometimes and stuff. So yeah, it was definitely like a fun trimester. Those were like the fun 3 months, I guess. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love sharing everything that happens and everything that's going on and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to give it a like. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're into this type of content with pregnancy and stuff. And yeah, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.